Steve Rogers, a name synonymous with courage, justice, and the unwavering American spirit. A symbol of hope and resilience, Steve Rogers is more than just a name. He is an embodiment of the ideals that many strive to uphold. But before the shield, before the legend, there was a young man from Brooklyn with an unshakable desire to serve his country. A young man who, despite his frail appearance, had the heart of a lion and the determination of a warrior. Growing up during the tumultuous years of World War II, Steve was a frail but determined soul. The streets of Brooklyn were his training ground, where he learned the values of bravery and perseverance. He believed in fighting for what was right, standing up to bullies and defending those in need. His actions spoke louder than his words, and his courage was evident to all who knew him. Despite his physical limitations, Steve possessed an indomitable spirit. He pushed himself beyond his limits, constantly striving to be better, stronger, and more capable. He never backed down from a challenge, even when the odds were stacked against him. His resilience and tenacity were unmatched, and he faced every obstacle with unwavering resolve. He saw the horrors unfolding in Europe, and felt a deep-seated need to help, to make a difference. The images of war and suffering fueled his desire to contribute to the fight for freedom. This unwavering patriotism, this burning desire to protect the innocent, formed the bedrock of the hero he would become. His love for his country and his fellow man was the driving force behind his every action. Though deemed unfit for traditional combat service due to his frail physique and numerous health issues, Steve never gave up on his dream of serving his country. Rejection after rejection, he remained undeterred, his spirit unbroken. He saw the bigger picture, the fight for freedom against tyranny, and he was willing to do whatever it took to contribute. His determination was unwavering, and he knew that somehow he would find a way to make a difference. His unwavering determination, his purity of heart caught the eye of Dr. Abraham Erskine, a scientist leading a top-secret military project, Project Rebirth. Dr. Erskine saw in Steve the qualities that could not be measured by physical strength alone. Little did Steve know, his life was about to change forever. The path he was about to embark on would not only transform him, but also inspire generations to come. The making of a hero was just beginning. Dr. Erskine saw in Steve Rogers something extraordinary, an unwavering moral compass, a pureness of heart rarely found. Steve was not just another soldier, he was a beacon of hope in a world overshadowed by conflict and despair. He believed Steve's true strength lay not in his physique but in his unwavering character. It was his determination to stand up for what was right, even when it was difficult, that set him apart from others. Erskine's creation, the super soldier serum, wasn't merely about enhancing strength and agility. It was a revolutionary formula designed to bring out the best in a person, amplifying their inherent qualities. It was designed to amplify the best qualities within a person. The serum was a catalyst, meant to elevate the virtues of those who were already exceptional in spirit and character. And Steve Rogers, with his courage and compassion, was the perfect candidate. His selflessness and bravery made him the ideal person to undergo such a transformation. The transformation was nothing short of incredible. The process was intense, pushing Steve to his limits, but he endured it with remarkable fortitude. Steve, once a frail young man, emerged from the experiment with a physique that could rival any Olympian. His body was now a testament to human potential, sculpted to perfection. The super soldier serum had unlocked his true potential, transforming him into the pinnacle of human physicality. He could run faster, lift heavier, and endure more than any ordinary human. But it was Steve's spirit, his unwavering resolve, that remained unchanged. Despite his newfound abilities, his core values and principles stayed intact. Even with newfound strength and agility, Steve Rogers remained grounded. He never let his enhanced abilities overshadow his humanity or his sense of duty. He understood that true power came not from physical might, but from the courage of one's convictions. His leadership and integrity inspired those around him, making him a natural leader. The super soldier serum had made him a weapon, but it was Steve's heart that made him a hero. His actions were driven by a deep sense of justice and a desire to protect the innocent. He was ready to face the threats against his nation and the world, armed with the power to make a real difference. Steve Rogers, now Captain America, stood as a symbol of hope and resilience. The legend of Captain America was about to be born. His journey from a frail young man to a super soldier was just the beginning of a legacy that would inspire generations to come. The world was engulfed in the flames of war, and the newly christened Captain America stood ready to fight for freedom and justice. As the Axis powers spread their tyranny across continents, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of a super soldier, a man who would become a legend. Armed with an indestructible shield and fueled by his unyielding resolve, Captain America became a symbol of hope against the Nazi threat. His shield, a unique blend of vibranium and steel, was not just a weapon but a symbol of his unwavering commitment to protect the innocent and uphold the values of liberty. He went behind enemy lines, rescuing captured soldiers and disrupting Hydra's nefarious plans. With each mission he struck a blow against the forces of oppression, liberating those who had lost all hope and dismantling the sinister operations of Hydra, a secretive organization bent on world domination. His courage inspired millions and instilled fear in the hearts of his enemies. Soldiers rallied behind him, their spirits lifted by his presence on the battlefield. He was more than just a soldier. He was a symbol of resilience and the indomitable human spirit. It was during these harrowing years that Captain America faced his greatest nemesis, Johann Schmidt, the Red Skull. Schmidt, a twisted genius with a thirst for power, had his own vision of a new world order, one that stood in stark contrast to everything Captain America fought for. As the embodiment of Nazi ideology and driven by a lust for power, the Red Skull became Captain America's antithesis. Wielding the Tesseract, a source of immense energy, Schmidt sought to reshape the world in his image, using Hydra as his instrument of terror. Their battles were legendary, clashes of ideals as much as physical strength, showcasing the eternal fight between freedom and tyranny. Each encounter was a test of will and determination, with the fate of the free world hanging in the balance. Captain America's bravery knew no bounds. He charged into battle with unwavering determination, his shield raised high, a symbol of defiance against the forces of evil. His actions on the battlefield were nothing short of heroic, inspiring those around him to fight with renewed vigor. He fought tirelessly alongside his Howling Commandos, a band of loyal soldiers who became his brothers in arms. Together they executed daring missions, striking at the heart of enemy operations and turning the tide of the war. He faced impossible odds with unwavering courage, always putting the lives of others before his own. Whether it was saving civilians from the clutches of Hydra or leading his men through the fiercest battles, Captain America exemplified selflessness and heroism. His victories were celebrated, his spirit a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in darkness. The grateful cheers of liberated towns and the admiration of his fellow soldiers were testaments to his impact on the war effort. Yet his greatest sacrifice was yet to come. In the face of overwhelming adversity, Captain America would make a decision that would define his legacy, a testament to his unwavering dedication to the cause of freedom and justice. In a final, desperate act to save millions, Captain America confronted the Red Skull aboard a plane rigged with explosives. The fate of the world hung in the balance. Captain America managed to defeat his nemesis, but was forced to crash-land the plane in the icy wilderness of the Arctic. The world mourned the loss of its champion, believing him lost to the icy depths. For decades, Captain America lay frozen in the ice, a silent guardian trapped in time. Unbeknownst to him, the world moved on. World War II ended, but new conflicts arose. The world entered a new era, one vastly different from the one he knew. Then, in a twist of fate, a team of researchers discovered Captain America's frozen body. Upon thawing, he awoke to a world he barely recognized, a world grappling with new challenges and threats. He had lost his time, his friends, his world. But amidst the disorientation and loss, his unwavering spirit remained. His sense of duty, his unwavering belief in justice spurred him forward. He was a man out of time, but his mission, it seemed, had just begun.